We all have that thing that we wanna do, but we hesitate in order of approval. Society tries to change who we are. It's not fair. No, be yourself. Who really cares about everybody else and what they think we should be? Who we wanna be, who we wanna be. Just take my hand, dance with me, considering the night is young. We can fly across the midnight sky. We don't need that man-made light. No, I know you're shy because you're afraid of the things that they might be thinking of you. But fret no more, for what's in store will blow your mind. Insecurity subside. Just take my hand, dance with me. Don't let the world control your being. You're in charge of your life. Be your life. We all have the troubles that we got to face. We have those obstacles in the way, and every person's got their problems, it's not just you. I know what you're going through, and so you gotta fight the urge to be like everybody else. Trust me, you don't wanna be like them. Just open up the door to your heart and take my hand, fly with me. We can soar into a distant galaxy. Colors of light, stars shining bright. We don't need that man-made light.
Alright, what I'm doing today is plugging holes. I'm using liquid nails, and then I also used a little bit of window sealant. I ran out of that, so I'm using liquid nails. These larger holes, I'm using this automotive latch. This is what they use to pop in the paneling in your car, and they fit perfect in these holes. And so stick them in there with a little bit of caulk and it should be good. The reason I'm doing this is because I want it to be sealed up from any moisture. My flooring is going to be rubber type flooring, the kind that you might find in a workout facility or yoga class. It's just that inch thick rubber. That thing's looking nice, isn't it? So anyway, I'm gonna put that down as my flooring because it's got a low profile, and it also will act as an insulate. It'll act as a insulator. So, but that's what I am doing, and I figured I'd document it just in case this worked out good and other people might want to do it. There's just so many holes in this bus, it's redonkulous. So this was the best idea I could come up with. Let me know if you have a better one.
We all have that thing that we wanna do, but we hesitate in order.
Little update. Right now what I'm doing is putting a second coat of polyurethane, semi-gloss clear. And before the second coat I went over and scuffed it up and sanded out some drips. And here's the second coat coming on. Second coat going on. So once I get this done, then I'm going to finish putting my flooring in. And the flooring is just this yoga mat, play mat type material. And I'm just going to tack it on with some liquid nails. I'll start obviously up here and just work my way all the way back. And then once I get that done, Boone's gonna come help me build some cabinets and a little platform with a shelf under it, a drawer under it for the couch. And then I'm gonna do some plumbing. The sink will be here, water heater, then we'll have a composting toilet, and then I'm gonna have a shower right here, and hopefully just a simple little shower curtain that comes around to keep the water from getting everywhere. Okay, so another little update. What I've been doing is putting in my floor. I finished the last coat of poly as well. But this flooring, I'm just using liquid nails and just putting it down as I go. And it's actually really nice and easy. It's easy to cut with a razor blade. It's easy on your knees when you're down there putting it in. And you can make all kinds of cuts. Make it fit just right. So I may go along here with maybe some insulation, maybe not. But all this is going to be cabinetry, and I'll have to put a door jamb here. This will all be sealed in for the shower area. Be a little shower pan here. I'll put a little bit of foam on top of the wheel wells. That's just to kind of give it a little bit of insulation and maybe deaden some noise. I just had it laying around, so I stuck it there. That's all going to be covered with a toilet. This will be a sink, yada yada yada. But main thing is documenting where I'm at with the flooring. And I'm happy with it. It's staying down with the liquid nails, especially since you get it kind of tucked in here tight. And then especially once all the cabinetry gets put in and the bed's in here and everything, it's just going to be solid as a rock. The reason I'm go ahead and cover everything is because the insulation factor, noise deadening, and you know, it just seemed like a good option because it's the profile of it is only a ½ inch thick, but this basically closed cell foam, and I just figured what I can do is keep my headroom. So instead of putting subfloor in here and you know, having a thick inch foam and all this stuff, I just figure I'm going to go with this. I think it's going to do fine. This way I'll have more headroom, and it's easy to install. It's easy to change out if you want later on. Yeah, man, putting the floor in. Let me know what you think. If this is a good idea or not. So this is the wood I'm working with. Got it out of a scrap pile. And it's pretty rough, but it's old vintage wood. And I sanded it and put some polyurethane on it. So this is going to be my bed frame. I'm going to use some old bus metal for a bracket, and the bracket is going to hold this old pipe that I got out of the trash. I have to clean it up, and then the pipe is going to be my hinge, and then I got these U brackets that are going to hold the pipe to the bed frame. and then that's what's going to make the bed fold up. We'll see. I'll keep you updated. So here's my brackets, and these will get screwed into the bus, and the wood will be in here, and then I'll drill a hole in the wood here, and that'll hold the pole, and then that'll be my hinge for my bed. Just gonna paint them and go eat some lunch. Alright, here's a little piece of scrap bus metal I've been using. I cut 3 strips off the end of that, and I bent them around my pole and made these brackets. That's going to screw the pole to the bottom of the bed, and then the bed is going to sit, the pole's going to sit in between these two and hopefully hinge down. We'll see. Alright, so here it is, the bed idea mocked up, and I obviously got to put way more screws because this is coming out, but anyway, it's just barely put in. There's only one screw here. I'm gonna have to take it apart and clean this pole up and finish some things, but go ahead and Dad, show them how it works.
Acid test.
Yep, passes the test. And then we'll make some legs. I'll have some cool legs that go here. And boom, that's a queen size bed. Boom.
Boom shakalaka laka. Boom shakalaka laka. Boom shakalaka laka.
So what I do is I just take a little circle with these grinding wheels and trace that, and then get my jigsaw, jig it out, and then I use the sander and another sander, kind of finish it off, and then I'll put some other finish on it later. Alright, the bed's in there. It's not folding up as good as I would like. The bed has a tendency to sink down over here and clog up the whole rotation. So what I got to do is, what I'm thinking is, I'll figure out some way to strap it down to where it doesn't slide down, and I think once I do that, it'll make that turn fine. But it's nice. It's nice to have a good bed in here. A nice, comfortable bed. Getting good sleep is a very important thing of mine. And if I'm going to live in here for any extended period of time, I at least want to be able to get good sleep. So I'm really trying to keep a queen size bed in here. If something down the road, if this really gives me a problem, I put this leg here for a reason, so I can just cut this area of the bed off, and I might even cut that corner of the bed off so I can get an easier walk around. But it's working. It does work. It is functional. I can sleep on this bed if I wanted to. I could sleep in here tonight. Just have to take it out and unwrap it. But I don't want to do that yet because I'm still building stuff in here, and I might have to take the mattress out and put it back in storage. So anyway, boom. The bed is finished. Other than maybe touching up some of the areas with some tung oil or some stain. Maybe touch up a couple of paint areas, but it's going to get scratched and everything anyway, so I'll probably just leave it. Had to move these forward. I had to pretty much take everything apart, most everything apart, and move these forward. I had to readjust my slats in here. I've shortened it 2 inches this way, and I shortened it about 4 inches this way. I got my little cleat on here to hold it when I'm traveling. I'll put another one on the other side when I get that part of the bus done. And then you just grab it and let it come down. And the problem I had before was it was just too close and this lip was in the way, and I didn't really want to have to cut that off because I got my wires run under there for my tail lights, and I got my electric run under that lip. So I just moved this forward, shortened it a little bit so it fits the mattress nice and snug, and now it goes up and down without a problem, and it just sits there nice. So, and obviously these move down my legs so they're not in the way. And the next thing I might do is build a little folding table here, a little workbench. So maybe not. And I used old bolts from the bus to screw these on, and this wood was just out of an old barn, just sitting there, and it was, some of it was really bad and some of it was decent. This is a really bad piece, but I like the way this stuff looks once you clean it up and gives it a new home. And we'll see. Oh, true. I may need to put a little support here, but we'll see. I don't think I need to, but that might be one other thing I add later on. The bed is done. Murphy bed.